Uprising protest. Harry and Meghan were stunned by this woman's question. The stories surrounding Prince Harry's speech at the United Nations are becoming more and more interesting. Recently, an American reporter posted a photo of a mini protest from an unnamed woman. It is known that this girl stood for many hours outside the building to protest the arrival of Harry and Meghan. She wrote, "Mandela spent 27 years behind bars in South Africa. Markle spent 18 months in castles and complained on TV during the pandemic. Why are they here?" This detail immediately attracted the attention of millions of viewers across the country. An argument immediately broke out. They quarreled over the role of the Duke and Duchess in America. After the photo went viral, famous author Tom Bower, who has published his latest book on Harry and Meghan, sat down with journalist Piers Morgan to discuss Harry and Meghan's plot. They answered the protesters' question, why are they here? Author Tom Bower explains, he does it because he needs a profile. That's the only way they can get money, by showing the profile and for Netflix. Everything is built around the future documentary series to promote the Sussexes. Turns out Harry was here to beautify his profile with Netflix. No wonder, he defied his fear of public speaking, gritting his teeth to deliver his speech. Emily Andrews, former royal correspondent at The Sun, revealed Harry's agoraphobia through a small discussion. She said, "I covered the royals, reported on the royals for 10 years. So I have heard Harry say and speak in this vein before, and I was not impressed, I'm afraid. Harry has told me he actually finds public speaking really difficult. One of the things he said about it is that he's very, very nervous about it." Now, the experts really understand why Harry put on a tense look at the NAACP Image Awards. At the end of February this year, it was rumored that Prince Harry was beaten behind the scenes by Meghan. He put on an annoyed and angry face to receive the president's award. Up until this point, the audience knew the real reason for that annoying and tense expression. Harry seemed scared to be in front of the crowd. Is he self-deprecating about his speech? Or is he self-deprecating about his level of understanding? A body language expert wrote a segment about Harry's unusual behavior at the United Nations meeting. Judy James revealed, his style of delivery was more presidential than princely at the UN. His keynote was delivered in a somber, slow, authoritative style that pitched him as the expert. He didn't back away from taking a tell approach, even when it came to Mandela himself. But Harry's underlying body language rituals suggest high levels of tension and anxiety underlying the confident and hard-hitting delivery. Despite having a fear of speaking in public, Harry is said to have pleased Netflix bosses. Recently, a source said that Netflix has decided to release the documentary film of Harry and Meghan along with The Crown. This is a bad omen for the British royal family, according to experts. Royal commentator Angela Levan revealed, Harry and Meghan have dropped the household method of waking up to continue wiping out the royal family. They want to dominate the UK with their team. They are looking for a way to remove key figures of the old British monarchy. Angela insists that she could clearly see Meghan Markle's plot. She wants Harry to be the state counselor to the President of the United States, something she can embrace for the next few years. Meghan Markle is igniting her presidency through deeply meddling in American politics. She is looking to climb to a new position to rival the British royal family. Back to the main theme of this trip, as Tom Bower put it, Harry is here to improve his profile for Netflix. Recently, Netflix bosses announced that they will be launching the Duke and Duchess's reality show alongside the British royal series The Crown. A Netflix employee said, "This will be a great comeback for the company. it will beat any pawns at the time of launch. They target the two most powerful forces in the world, and more than that, Netflix could be a good stepping stone for the explosion of Harry's memoirs. Experts confirm that the British royal family will have to receive many bombs at once from Harry, Meghan, and Netflix. And yet, Penguin Random House's heavy dumbbells were enough to knock them down. Perhaps this will be the hardest battle between the royal family and the Sussex family. Buckingham Palace is also meticulously monitoring Harry and Meghan's every move to counter their blow in time. Tom Bower has realized a point of absurdity in this joint trip of Harry and Meghan. He said, Meghan is said to escort Harry to New York to give his speech. However, it is worth noting that Harry and Meghan showed up for an empty meeting. Harry is said to be speaking alone. Experts say Meghan Markle never wanted to attend a meaningless event. What they meant was that she would have to scrutinize the pros and cons of her appearance. But the fact that Meghan agreed to go to New York with Harry made many people think, this is not a pure trip. They are humiliated by the harshness of the UN to receive a good profile. Does that make sense? Observers said, the UN threw Harry a remarkable disdain. He appeared to have spoken in front of empty seats. Many leaders even left their seats while Harry was speaking. This is a terrible insult, but Meghan Markle is still there watching Harry, which is very strange. This detail makes Tom Bower's argument even more believable. He even smiled when he learned that Harry had declined to comment on his new book. He said, I asked Harry about my new book. I was waiting for his response. However, disappointingly, Harry ignored the question and continued to criticize the leaders in his anger. Author of The Crown in Crisis, Countdown to the Abdication, Alexander Larman asserts, Harry's speech was much the same as his other recent offerings, combining a sense of self-righteous anger with a clunking reminder of his and his family's right-on credentials. Although his speech was supposedly about change, appropriate enough given that his former home country has been sweltering in the hottest day on record, he managed to cover a range of climate, most of which seemed to have little to do with Mandela himself. In addition, Harry was also accused of plagiarism by his brother. Experts advise that Harry should fire the person who wrote the speech for him. It has little to do with Mandela, much less can bring good value to the listener. What do you think about this advice? Let us know your thoughts below in the comment section. See you in the next videos. See ya!